Hi there, it's me, Egil Thorsson. Now, Bragi spoke to me and said we haven't had much of the stories from around the United Kingdom. So we remedied this by having a story set in the Shetlands, and it's called The Hunter of Giants. And it's taken from the tale of the giant killer from Scotland. So anyway, I shall endeavour to do it. Back in the midst of time, a long time ago, a couple of thousand years maybe, where the island of Shetland was its own little world. There lived a poor farmer's wife and, of course, her son. One day she was making a kind of cake, a biscuit if you were, because they were poor, they hadn't got much in the way of wealth. And as she rolled it, away went the biscuit. "My biscuit's just run away there. Will you go fetch it?" And the little boy says, "I will, mummy." And after he went. But all of a sudden, the biscuit, as it rolled, went down a hole. "Oh, crevens, I'm going to have to dig this out." So he dug down and down. He went down and down and down until he came to a big void. And there was smoke, and there was a fire, and there was a giant. What is a giant doing underground? I'll have to find out. So down he snuck amongst a pile of sacks, and the giantess was cooking away, as giants do. And then he realised the giantess was blind. Now here's a chance for me to get a handful or two of wheat for my mammy. And the giantess was over a pot going, it was top of the pops at that time. The boy opened his trousers, scooping in corn and more corn, and then slipped away. "Where have you been?" "I've been doing a hole with a giant." "Hey, have you now? Look what I bought you." And he emptied his trousers and a big pile of corn. "Now, where did you get that?" There's a giant down there. I followed that biscuit, you lad, and it went down a hole and down a tunnel, and down that tunnel a great big void, and in that void was a giant. And I have to tell you, she was as blind as a bat. "You mind yourself, otherwise you'll end up in deep trouble." "Oh, away with you, mammy, she's blind as a bat." And so it was. This time he thought, I'll take a sack with me. And he went down and down, winding through the tunnel and away, and started scooping into his sack, tied it inside his trousers, matron, more and more. Well, whilst the lady giant may be blind, she got ears, and she came out, and I'll try and interpret it as best I can. "Fee, fi, fo, fim, I find arrow, a early man, and I ben wick, here bin his hid wi' my supper breed." Roughly translated, for those of you who speak English, there's somebody in here and they're trying to steal my supper bread. And you know what? She was right. And she started sifting, and with a little finger, "I got you, you wee varmint. Oh, let me go. I mean you no harm." "Ah, shut your mouth, you horrid wee thing, ye. You've been stealing my corn." "Oh, me? Do I look like the kind of person who would steal from a giant?" I can't see you, but I can smell you. And you smell like a thief that you are. Oh, really? Give a dog a bad name. And sure enough, she put him in a cage. And she fed him. And she fed him. And he got, as his words, I got a great bloated out with my fat. And he ended up, he couldn't see very well. He couldn't hear very well. Oh, Crivens, man, I'm full. I can't eat any more. Serves you right, you rotten lead man. I'm going to put you in the pot. Sure enough, she got a big cauldron full of water. I'm bobbing it up, you wee man, ye. Oh, Crivens, no. But he could smell the witch. She had a peculiar essence, and I think it's sort of like a cross between melons and chewing gum today. In other words, it wasn't very nice. But hey, who am I to moan about that? She got the pot and it was boiling. I'll put some thyme. I'll put some sage. No, all I garlic makes it wee tender. And in it went, and she bent over to smell. This was his chance. His little foot came out. Boot! I'm a bum! And into the water she splashed. She tried to swim, but no good. And soon she was dead. And she boiled away. And in came her husband. That smells great. And there it was, eating away. Tasted wonderful. Came to a hip bone. And the giant, oh, grief, it stuck in my throat. Fell dead. This was his cue. He grabbed as much, not just corn, but their best silver. Candelabras in a sack. There were silver goblets. Gold coins. Oh, we'll have some of them. And away. In other words, he was stealing from her. But they were dead anyway, so what the heck. And he got up the tunnel. He was sweating. Oh, he was sweating like a bricklayer's armpit as he went up. Where have you been? I've been doing in the elf, and I bought you a wee trinket or two. Clung. There it was. There was gold coins. There was silver candelabra. There was silver knives, silver forks, a big ewer. Not like mid ewer, yeah. But there were wine goblets. There was all kinds of things. And they were wealthy. And you know what? From that day since, till the time of their long, long waited death, they never went poor ever again. Now, it's a somewhat dubious moral code they had, but hey, you've got to do what you've got to do to survive. And such hard times in Shetland sort of proves that. And they did all right on their initiative. Now, I hope you've enjoyed that. And I'm just watching Bragi not to break my glasses with a computer. No, he's doing it. Well done. Anyway, as I was saying, if you've enjoyed that, press the old bar and subscription bell. You'll be blind. Hey, they suit you.
He said that.
Press the bell and subscription bar there. Maybe you'd like to subscribe, if I can say it. And as I say, hashtag Folktales.
Indeed.
You'll get through. Maybe you got some questions you'd like to ask. That'd be great. Maybe you got some ideas of stories. This is how we got this, because people said, you know, we weren't doing much from north of the border. And I'm glad you have, because it was quite fun learning the story. And if you've got more ideas, let us know. We're always open to that sort of thing. Especially to do my wee Scots accents. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed it. And remember, make the world a happier place and stay safe. Okay? Bye.
I'll go wear your trousers.
I'm wearing them as it happens, Doctor.